Good morning, everybody. My name is Lynette. We are talking about all things abacus. Thank you so much for joining, and we are going to be admitting some people in.
Good morning.
And how are you doing today, Tammy?
Okay, I've had a bit of a rough week, so I didn't practice any of my abacus.
Oh, that's okay. Well,
So,
I was actually doing some research on the benefits of abacus.
okay.
One of the research, and there's not a lot of research. There's about 29 research papers that talk about how abacus helps with cognitive thinking.
Well, I can say yes.
Yeah, that, and also there was another one. It was a neuroplasticity. So we were using the frontal lobe, and some other stuff part of the brain. I had it all written out, and I'm like, oh, and then I lost it.
Well, that's just the way we are.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's just how we are.
Yeah. So
Well,
it's just really interesting to find there's yeah, and there's
somebody
not a
has
lot of
looked
research.
into it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
somebody has looked into it.
Yeah, but it's not as abundant as others. Most of the research paper has been for kids and how it's been better. There's not a lot for adults and for aging adults. And it was just really
Right.
interesting that they did do it for the adults, and they did notice that but there are other factors because of age and stuff. The other factors are like, part of diet and health and other parts of their life. And so it was just
Yeah.
interesting that they made a that they actually even thought about which like researching that, which is great, but it's interesting. The other thing is some of the research is not English, so they're like out in the different
Oh,
country. Yeah,
okay.
because if you really think about it, English, Americans don't really know what an abacus is. So even
No,
thinking of to make a research on it would be, it would be really far fetched for them if they didn't even know
it
they
would
didn't
be
even know that
it would be nonsensical for us to think to even consider that. So, unfortunately, I find that as Americans, are a bit egotistical in a
Yeah,
lot of manners, in a lot of subjects.
yeah. It's been interesting because and yet I don't understand why we're still stuck on the imperial system.
I'd love to know that one. Nobody else is. So
Yeah,
why can't we use the system everybody else has used and we can across the board and it would be easier to understand what everybody else is talking about.
right?
I have a friend of mine. She's from England. She married a gentleman from Germany. And
Yeah.
so I have a translator on my phone. So when we're talking on like this, so I translate things so that I automatically understand.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I should have to do that. I should already know what she's talking about. You know,
Yeah.
talking about the weather, of all things, we actually talk about the weather
Yeah.
and telling her that I thought, the weatherman was saying they got up to 45 degrees, and she goes, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I went back and I said, oh, never mind. I got my translations wrong.
Yeah.
45 degrees? No, that's way hot.
Yeah, that's very hot. Very hot.
So, and I don't know why we started this in the first place. So, I mean, to be contrary, I would imagine.
Yeah.
There's
Good.
really no reason for us to do the imperial.
Yeah, not anymore, especially since, even the science is around and stuff. And so, I
Mhm.
mean, but yeah, it's just interesting how we still stay with the imperial.
It's us Americans. I don't know what to say.
Hello, Alyssa. How are you doing?
She went mute.
Doing good.
There she is.
Ask the question, Elisa.
You want me to ask the question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask the
I
question.
love Abram.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
love him.
he wants to ask about the make of the -5.
Yes.
And
Okay.
he was wondering if you can show him how to do the flowers. I think it's probably understanding it because the plus the 5, you have plus the 1 is plus the 4 equals 5, but he's probably is a little confused about it. He did write the answers for it, but I don't know if he still quite understands it.
Okay. So, what page is it on?
It's on page 10
Okay.
of your -5 book. And
Oh,
we made another copy
yeah.
of it too
This
as well.
is this is just looking at how to make it. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to show the
There we go.
relationship.
Oh,
So all I'm doing is it's just -1 -4 equals -5. I wanted to keep the minuses together. That's all this was.
okay, that's all that was.
Yeah, yeah. So all it was is if you color in the one flower here, right? Then how many do you have left? That's all that was,
Oh,
right? If you color in the 2 flowers here, don't worry for this specific one, we're not going to worry about the signs. I just wanted to keep it in line because I did in the +5s, we did +1, +2, I'm sorry, +2, +3, +5. So the signs I just wanted to keep the signs the same. So here, what we want to do is we want to just color this in and see, okay, if I have 2 colored in, what would be my next number here? That's all this was.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that makes sense. So then when you start going to the next page where it says let's subtract the minus the 4,
Yes.
minus the 4 is minus the 1.
Yes.
Oh, then you
So
have to,
yeah, so I was thinking now what you could do is when you want to minus the 4,
I'm gonna go get Abram real quick so you can.
okay.
He wanted to ask the question and ran away.
Yeah.
I think that's how that
Because
goes some
this is
days.
a perfect opportunity for him to see it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you can't
In
ask the
in
question and then run away, Abram.
There you go, Abram.
so the question is 8 plus 4, right? To go 8 plus 4, we got to get the 4 somewhere. There's no more room here, right? 1 1 1. There's only 3 here. We got to take away 4. To take away the 4, it's inside this 5. There's the 5. There's the 4 right here. Do you see that? 1 2 3 4. So if we have to break the 5, then we have to actually add back the 1 like that. So our final answer becomes, and this is take away. So what is our answer? We had to minus the 5, but we had
Alyssa
to
went.
add back the 1.
She went mute, so he can't answer.
You won't know until you come over here and watch.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to come watch, but yeah, I'm having a hard time having him do that. I thought this would be a good, successful thing, but
That's okay. You can watch the replay.
yeah, which I love to do. I love when it pops up. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. So Alyssa, so that's the lesson. If you want him to rewatch the video or what we have on the on the online course. It's up to you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're using blocks here, which are pretty cool. And the blocks correlate with the what you're doing on the abacus. So
Yes.
can you
Yeah.
can you do it one more time? He totally tuned me out, but I was just wondering if you could do it one more time.
That's fine. So when we're looking at it, we have 5 on the abacus. So this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have 8, right? Because 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. So here's 8 on the abacus. That's what I have here. 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. When we're looking, notice that there's 5 items inside here. So what we want to do is we want to take away 4. To take away the 4, we have to take it away from this 5. So we have to actually break the 5, but we only take away 4. We're left with 1. This 1 has to get added back to the 3. So we add it back to the 3. When we take away the 5, we got to add back 1. So our final answer becomes 4 because we've already taken away the 4.
Makes sense. I
Yeah,
like it. Yep, it makes sense.
I was actually playing around with like the blocks just earlier this morning on how like what we do when we add the 5 is we're just regrouping. We have 4 plus 4 and we're just regrouping. We're just taking this 1 over here and we're regrouping it to here. So this makes a 5.
Yes, yes,
That's
it does.
all we're doing is we're just regrouping. And the regrouping will help when we do the 10s.
So when you're adding, you don't really break the 5 at all, right?
When you're adding, you're making a 5,
Okay.
right? When you're subtracting, you have to break the 5.
Yes, there we go. So when you're adding, you're making the 5, and when you're subtracting, you're breaking the 5.
Which is very interesting because mainstream doesn't talk about breaking 5s.
Mm.
They only talk about making it and they don't do anything else with it. They only say we're going to make 5s, but they're doing nothing with it. But on the abacus, we actually utilize it. This is one of the pillars, which is very interesting.
They don't talk about it at all?
They don't talk about how to use it.
Yes, you're right.
They talk about making it.
Yes, they do.
But
Yep.
then what's the point of making it? And I asked a few people and I'm like, what's the point of making a 5? This was in the very beginning of my journey of like trying to relate abacus to mainstream math. And I'm like, well, what's the point of making a 5 if you're not doing anything with it?
Mm-hmm.
So, but in abacus,
So-
we do it. Yes.
So when you go to making a 10 and breaking a 10, how do you do that?
Same thing, same concept. Let me go get some bricks.
Yeah.
So one of them's still going to be a 5 though, and part of that 10 though, right? It's going to be a block of 5, right?
It doesn't have to be if we don't think about abacus. If we think about abacus, then I would like to keep it as such. But if we don't think about abacus, right? If we had
Let's think of abacus. It's so much easier. All that was so cumbersome, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look. So if I have a friend and he mentioned that, oh no, that was the other way. That was adding. So what are we doing? Are we adding or are we subtracting?
Well, when you're adding the 10, you're making a 10. When you subtract, then you're breaking the 10, correct?
Right. So when we're adding, let's see. I don't even know how to use the bricks in this manner. Oh, here it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? We have 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 16. Okay, so this is 16 and 18. So we have 16 and 18, right? What happens? You bring it together and then you rearrange. So because we have these bricks, we don't know what we're doing. We got to make it into a 10. So it's a little bit disorganized. And so you organize it to make a 10. So
that's
then
the
you're left.
first-
Yeah, that's the mainstream way,
Yeah.
right? But in Abacus, what did I say? 16 plus 18?
Yeah.
So, or 18 plus 16, it doesn't matter. 16 plus 18, whatever. So, oh, this is a two-step. So
That's
so for us, we add the 18 on the Abacus. I want to add the 16. When I add the 6, I know. Let me move the. Right? So what do I know? I know 18 is here and 16 is here. What am I going to do? All I need to do is take away the 4 to make this a 6, to make this 10. That's all I'm doing. So I've already added my 10s. Now we're taking our ones, and I need to plus the 6 is equal to plus the 10 minus 4. This is I shouldn't do a two-step, but you understand what I'm saying. So we minus the 4 here, right? And we do that 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4. So then we're left with 10 on this side. I'm going to use a different number.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
let me.
that just makes it a lot harder.
I'm sorry. Let me make a different number. What number? 5, 6. Oh, 4. We'll do 14. 18 plus 4. 18 plus 14. There we go. So we're back to here. So 18 plus 14, right?
So do you take one of those away on the 14? No, the 10's there, but it's supposed to be 4 ones, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you. So 4 ones here, right? And then there's 8 here. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 here. There's 4 here. So we added so in Abacus we add our 10s, and now what we need to do is we need to add the 4s. But instead of combining it together, we're going to know the concept of minus the 6 from the 8, because we want to make this a 10. So all we're doing is we're just rearranging it. We're like professional organizers. All we got to do is move it this way. So all I did was I take away my 6. All I did was take away my 6 to make a 10. Right? So I have 18 on the Abacus. I've already added my 10. That's this right here. So I added my 10. So I'm left with 8 on the Abacus. I need 8. I have 8 on the Abacus. I need to add 4. So to add the 4, there's no more room. So what do? I don't need to combine it. I don't need to do the extra step of combining it and then distribute and then organizing it. I already know that if I just take away the 6, I'm skipping the 1 step. I just take away the 6 to make a 10.
Take away a 6 to make the 10.
Yeah. I don't need to. In mainstream math, what do? They combine it together and they're like, okay, how do you figure out where the 10 is? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they're like, okay, now we've made a 10. Now what's left? We don't need to do that extra step in mainstream, in Abacus. We skip that extra step.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's 20. It's
32.
It's 32. Yeah, because we normally go 8 plus 4 is 2, carry the 10, and then you have 3 10s.
Yeah.
Mainstream. And
yeah. So
that's how I learned it.
And then it'd be 1.
Do they do that still now, or they do it totally different?
They do it different now. Sometimes they do this. Sometimes they break it up. They break it up into 10s and 1s. How many 10s? How many 1s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have, this is a 10, right? This is like this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what they do is they combine the 2. So this becomes 20. And then here they count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they know that they're taking these away. And then I have left over is 2, 1, 2. That's one way. Hold on, let me close my door.
All I can say is wow.
Okay, so I'm back. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I would regroup that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So,
So it's kind of like a pictorial of all the ones.
yeah,
that-
it's still a picture. There is another way that I just discovered. There was one they did 18 and 14. And I know we talked about this last time. So we talked about the tens and then we talked about the ones. So what they do first is they combine the two ones. This becomes 20. So 2 ones becomes 20. Do you see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then what they do is they add these two together. This becomes 12. And then they add it all together.
That makes a little more sense.
This is 3 and then this is 2.
Mhm.
I like that over, I like the second one over the first one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason why you're using a picture is because it depends on what level the child is at.
They're starting to use pictures in a lot of the grades now. I think they go up to 2nd or 3rd grade now with the pictures.
But you would think that they would know what their partners are to 10 are, because you're kind of well, I better not assume. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a lot of assumption. Some
Oh.
kids, because the one problem is, and I was talking to I was just reading up on some news. Some kids don't know it because they've been pushed along. There's that one initiative saying, no kid left behind. So they mean well when they talked about no kids left behind, but the problem is they would they would push the kids forward if they didn't know their information.
Mhm.
We have that a lot down here in Florida.
Yeah. And so that was one, I think it was a Florida article that I was reading up on. And so it's very interesting. It's like, that's very true. Don't pass the child if they don't know their concepts. But that was the initiative like the 1980s, right?
Mhm.
It was definitely in the 90s because we had an entire 3rd grade that couldn't pass because of the state testing they did.
Right.
Well, what we call the FCAT. And so now they teach toward that test.
Right.
And it makes us all so mad. I'm just so glad my kids are out.
There's another way of doing this. And I don't know if I don't know if I showed this to you, where you take the two numbers, you take 18 and then you take 14, you make it into number bonds. Then you split the two. This becomes 10, this becomes 8, and then this is 10, and then this is 4. This is one other person that they decided to do it. And again, they combine these two to make a 20. They combine these two to make a 12. And then they bring it together. But see, the thing is here, these are all still pictures. And so you can draw anything you want and there's no restriction. Whereas on the abacus, there's a restriction. So that's why we need to know our concepts. We need to know that adding the 4 is equal to plus the 6 minus the 6 plus the 10. If you know this, then you don't need to do all of this stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
So your picture is your abacus showing you with the 18.
This picture to the right?
No, the 4 equals minus the 6 plus the 10. Because you can visually see the 8 there,
Yes.
you are taking away the 6.
Yes.
And actually where it went was over into the 10s.
Yes.
Because 6 plus 4 is 10.
Exactly. So this is where abacus says, this is where abacus is different because we call it plus the tens, but in reality, it's carrying over. So
Yeah.
this right here is the carrying over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just I know I verbalized it, but so you know how and I hopefully I said it right. You know how you said, well, where does when you were adding, where does the three go? You know, like 3 plus 2. So when we're doing that problem, the 8 plus the 18 plus the 14, and you're doing minus the 6, do you basically say that it goes over to the 10, or what do you say?
Yeah. So what I say is we want to make a 10. So
Okay, there we go. And so you
so
say, how do you make a 10? You
yep,
have to subtract 6.
yep, subtract 6 to plus a 10. So you subtract 6 to plus a 10.
To plus a 10. Okay, so that's how you would verbalize it. Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's very different. Mainstream math actually would say, you know what? 8 is very close to
10.
10. And so the question is well, make a 2 out of that. But then you have to remember that there's a 2 in your brain. So now it's 10. So you go 20, 4, 20, 30, and then you add the 4 becomes 36, and then you have to remember to minus the 2. Because if you add the 2, you have to minus the 2. So because they're trying to make this a 10.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the top one at 10. Because I
Yeah.
would just put 2 plus 2. Another way of doing on the 4 is 2 plus 2. So 8, and you have
Yeah.
the 4, and then go 2 plus 2. You take one of those 2s and put it and draw an arrow up to the top.
Yeah. Yeah. But then I wonder is what if you only see the first number? Where do you get the 2 from?
Well, you got to have a second number to add. So
Right. But if you're trying to teach the concept of adding, you're adding something else. So instead of going up, you go down.
that's what we do with abacus
Well,
going
yeah,
down.
that's what we do in abacus. But in mainstream math, they don't talk about taking the 2 away from the 4. They don't break that up. Some people do.
I've done that. I mean, because you can't. You got to have a second number to add, and you can't
Yeah.
You can't just think of 2 out of thin air.
Well, but that's what the concept is. They have to think of 2 out of the thin air.
Or you just
They
have to know.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't break up that 4 is equal to 2 plus 2, and you take this up to move it here because they don't teach that you have to minus in order to add. They don't teach that.
But they're doing that right up there because they want to do 18 plus 2 is 10. And then you have to take whatever you have to subtract from the 4. So aren't they doing that? With their new math thing?
I guess so.
So it
Yeah,
is
it's
kind of a little bit of a balance of a plus a 2 and minus 2, because what you take away from one area, you have to add to the other.
that's very true. That's very true. But they don't say it that way.
Oh, how do they say it?
Well, they just see it from my understanding, it's like they take it out of thin air. You remember that you added the 2, you have to remember so you get 36. You have to remember to take away the 2 because you added the 2, and that's just very complicated. So
That
then your
part makes
answer
it
becomes
kind of
34.
hard.
Yeah. So, but that's one of the other strategies that they're doing is they want the kids to make a 10. They don't care where it comes from. Just make a 10 here. Right? So even if we had
But the answer is wrong at that point.
oh, is it? Sorry, I must have did it wrong. No, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. So it'd be 2 and then there'd
Okay.
be 2. Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Sorry. There's too many. Yeah, there's too much going on for me. So the other one is like this one, right? If we had 18 plus 17. You would add the 2 here, but then you have to minus the 2 here. That's how we would think. So what do? You would have to remember that's 2 and 5, right, is equal to 7. But you can see that on the abacus. If I want to add the 7, what do I do? Take away the 2 to plus the 7. What do they do here? In mainstream, I don't know how I don't know. I'm assuming they take the 2 from thin air, and then they have to minus the 2 down here. So I don't think they decompose this number as what you did here. I don't think they decompose it to this.
Hate to tell you, I don't know what any of all this is about.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because the problem is the strategy. There's no, to me, it's not logical.
I don't know what, I don't, that type of new math, I don't know why you would be doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, that's not even algebra.
yeah. Well, the idea was because 8 is so close to 10. That's why.
So they have
But
to be taught that, 8 and 2 make 10 then.
yeah, they are taught that how to make a 10.
Yeah,
They're
your partner's
taught how to
10.
make a 10. But the problem is they're not taught on how to use it for they're not taught how to use it for good.
I see. Okay.
Right? Right? They're not taught how to use it for good. They're just like, oh, make a 10. Remember that there's a 2 that you use, and then you got to do something with it. And I'm like,
See,
okay, well,
and that 7 I would do with the 3.
yeah, exactly. But in mainstream
That's
math,
what
you
I
don't
would do.
focus on the second number. Mainstream math doesn't focus on the second number. Mainstream math focuses either on the first number or they focus on the result,
Okay.
which is very interesting.
Okay.
Confusing from my point of view. I want to stay here.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to,
I'm happy with this.
yeah,
Yes.
I've been trying to decompose and understand the different strategies. And so I started to, I found this one person that was able to explain Vedic math that made sense, but there's a little bit of redundancy there.
What is Vedic math?
Yes.
Vedic math is the new math that came from India. And it's just a different way of doing subtraction and adding and subtracting. I don't know if you can do multiplication. All I saw was the
So you can do a problem then?
yeah. So one of the problems was we'll see this 35 minus 19. So they say 3 take away 1 is 2. Not a problem. 5 take away 9 is 4. That's what they're doing. 5 take away 9 is 4. But they call it a bar and they put 4 here. Because there's a bar here, they have to realize the pair of 4. The pair of 4 is 6. So you have to, what do? They take away 10 from here and they add it to here, giving them, oh, I just forgot.
Upside down.
Yeah. This bar is supposed to be, yeah. So you take away the 10 and it will give you 6. Yeah, that's what it was.
They're kind of still doing the partner.
They are. I feel like there's an extra step.
But they skip that step when they're explaining it?
Yeah. Yeah. They skip they say, well, you take the one from here. I don't know how they explain this part, but that was the idea. Because this is a bar, this becomes the partner.
So the bar represents the bar represents the partner to 10 there?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
I can almost understand that one.
Yeah. Yeah. It took a while. There's another person that it takes,
How would you do that on the abacus?
it's the same thing.
Same thing.
35 on the abacus, take away 1, take away 9. Minus the 9 is equal to minus the 10 plus the 1. Minus the 10
Yeah.
plus the 1.
So 16.
Yeah. So we don't need to do this part. We do this part.
Hmm.
So their relationship is on the answer. Abacus does the relationship in the process.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's the difference.
Now, see,
That's
I can kind of go with this Vedic math. Kind of curious what your answer, what the addition would be. But
oh, yeah, I don't know about that one. I only know this subtraction one.
that's okay. That's okay. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested in this.
And
Yeah,
they're
it's
actually doing that right now.
yeah, it's a new math. It's the new math that came out of India. Singapore math, there's also Singapore math. You know Singapore math. Singapore math actually came from uh America and England.
Mhm.
Then it traveled to Singapore. They adopted it, and then they gave it back to Americans and Americans in the English.
Hmm.
That's the history. Funny, eh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Singapore math is really not Singapore math. Singapore is actually mainstream.
American math.
Yeah. Eurocentric
American
math.
and English
Eurocent-
math.
Eurocentric
Euro,
math.
Eurocentric math.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna write that over here.
Eurocentric math.
Math.
Because it's European based. Eurocentric
Okay,
math.
I got it written down over here.
Oh, so when we were doing division, I realized I was using I can use big words now. Let me see. There was a division question. I was working on a division question.
Okay.
It was the same one. It was 1, 7, 7, and then 3. So you know how we say, well, where's the place? Where's the placeholder? Where's the place? It's actually called significant figures. How many significant figures will the answer be? That's what I'm gonna.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna add that to my vocabulary. Significant figures.
Where did you get
How many-
that?
when I do research, when other people are talking about math and they're talking about division, they talk about significant figures. So our significant figure would be 2 because it's 1,
Yes,
2,
it
3,
will.
right? So our significant figure would be 2.
Okay, but you still go through the process of
The significant figures of the quotient will be 2.
Yes. Yes,
oh, there,
exactly.
I liked your phrase. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the significant figure of the quotient will be 2. And so
And-
I'm trying to get more vocabulary to explain abacus.
Ah.
And I've forgotten a lot of the vocabulary. So like Eurocentric math, significant figures, distributive property, property. And then we do
Yes.
distributive property in multiplication and division.
Yes.
So what would the terminology be for adding and subtracting?
What do you mean? Division. There's nothing.
Okay.
Making a 5 is the terminology. Make 5, make 10.
Okay, that's what you. Okay.
That's the terminology that's being used in mainstream math. I'm
Okay.
adding breaking 5, because if you know how to make, you will know how to break. You know how to add, you know how to subtract. They don't say breaking 5 or breaking. They say carrying over and borrowing.
But you're going to say break.
I was going to say break, but but in mainstream math, it's called borrowing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to start using breaking because that's what they do. That's what they do with the dots.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find my dots again. Right?
So as you're explaining the problems, that's basically what you say. Well, so when we're subtracting, we're going to be breaking the 10.
Yeah, you could say that. Do I teach the kids that? No, I just teach the kids minus 10. I just teach the kids the formulas. I don't tell them that we're making and breaking. You just
But
minus
then-
the 5 or you minus the 10.
So the adult book that you just gave,
Yeah.
I could probably add that to the book, right? Where you're
Yeah.
so like if you got your adult book, where would you actually put that in there to say, okay, this is breaking the 10, this is, because you have kind of like a instruction part at the very beginning.
Yeah.
So where would you put that?
I'd probably put it here when we talk about utilizing the 10. Or
Yeah.
we do it when we utilize when we're subtracting the 10. So I would do it here.
What page?
43. 43.
43?
Yeah. So 43 is where you break the 10.
Break the 10. Okay.
Right? And then making the 5. So wait, hold on. Let's start from the beginning. Making the 5 is page 26.
Yeah, I'm going to go to page 26 because you know what I'm going to do? I want to write it in the book.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
because that's the thing is like I keep reiterating, and so when I make my books, I don't get to the part until so when I update, I can update it with this. So this would be making the 5, and then we go to page 29.
Okay, so you said page 26, right? Is where you said making the 5?
Yeah, page 26 is making the 5.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Page 29 is breaking the 5, but that's a new terminology because nobody does breaking. They don't. Oh, you know what? And that's the other thing. For making the 5, I also call it regrouping. So going back to page 26, I would regroup to make a 5. Regroup 5.
Okay.
Okay. So I regroup the 5 and then there's the
So on the page 26, so the example of the regrouping the 5 is where you're showing your little question there, correct?
yes. So we want to do is we want to regroup the 4 right here. If I have 2 and 4, I want to regroup the 2. I'm sorry, I'm going backwards. So I regroup this 1 to the 4. So it turns into a 5.
Because you have 4 there and you want to add 1 more. So
you want to add 4.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you want to add
Right.
4.
Yeah. So if I have my 4 on my abacus and I have 1, I regroup my 1 to 5. That's what regrouping is.
I like the making the 5 better, but yeah.
Yeah.
But you see where it is regrouping because you had to bring that, you had to
bring it down. Yeah.
Bring it down. Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking regrouping because we use the terminology for the 10, we regroup tens. That's another terminology that's being used in mainstream. So if we go to page 35, there's a few things. You can call it regrouping, which is the new terminology, or we can call it carrying over.
I thought you didn't want to use carrying over from the mainstream.
Well, this is just this is the analogy that I'm using,
Okay,
right?
true.
The terminology is what you're saying. So
Yeah.
so this is just vocabulary is what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't teach the kids carrying over. I teach the kids plus 10. But we're in the adult book, and the adults already know the concepts of carrying over, borrowing, and in order to relate it to them, it's
Okay, I see what you're saying.
yeah, because we can only understand when we can draw experiences from our past, and that's one of the experiences that we have.
I've just been training myself trying to stick with
Yeah,
the abacus
Yeah, because
information.
see now that I've trained like what Tammy says, now that I've trained it, it's hard for me to like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they called it. They called it regrouping, and
Yep.
you
They
know,
call it regrouping. But see, that's the thing is like, do you need to? You don't necessarily need to. If you're okay with abacus, I
Yep.
only do it because the people that I talk to are usually beginners, and beginners only know regrouping and carrying over. So so if you're planning to teach other people, then yeah, know the terminology. But if you just want to do your own thing,
you don't
I would
have
say yeah, you don't need this other extra terminology. Like when I teach the kids, I don't teach the kids regrouping or carrying over. They're going to notice this pattern when they see it in mainstream school. And then they'll be like, "Oh, it's just adding the 10." I was like, "Yeah, that's all it
that's
is."
what it is. Regrouping is just adding the 10.
Yeah. But I don't tell them the terminology because to me there's no
Redundant.
it's redundant, but I think it adds confusion, it adds clutter. And I don't want clutter for the kids because they already have a lot of things in their brains. What kind of
Yes, they do.
imagination, yeah, like they need to create like, how to play or how do they do all these things. But bogging them down with these terminologies doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so then if we go to page um page 42, that would be borrowing. Do they call regrouping here as well? I don't remember. Where do you regroup? Do you regroup at the plus 10s or the minus 10s? I think that's where I'm confused. I think
It would have to be the plus 10s. You're regrouping because you're putting them together.
that's what I think. But I noticed that the worksheets that I see when they talk about regrouping, it's the subtraction. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think the regrouping is because it's the ones place. I think that's where they get regrouping from.
Yeah, because you want to make the number bigger so you can subtract the.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. So regrouping, yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense. Thank you, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what do they call about plussing? The adding, is it also regrouping?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I think it's creating a sum.
I'll be right back.
That's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like when you regroup, but it makes sense because when they do subtraction, they make it a bigger number.
Yeah.
So this is 23, and they want to take away the 9. They have to make this top bigger, so they regroup the top one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I would say regrouping in the ones place is what it is. So
Yeah,
you're
okay.
specific of what placement it is in.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. That's right. That makes sense.
So
Which is interesting.
regrouping it, yeah, regrouping, I'm gonna say regrouping in the ones place.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to be literal, but they just use the journal terminology as just regrouping. We back in the day we would call it borrowing, but
Yeah. And borrowing, I don't think is used as much. I mean, well, what my husband calls it is it's a temporary hold.
yes, yes,
That's what
that
that is.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's a temporary hold because in all actuality you can only hold 9 in there, and when you're bringing 10 over, there's too much in there, and you got to get it out quick.
Yeah, yeah,
You
And
know.
I still have borrowing in my brain.
yeah, yeah. I have borrowing in my brain too, but it's slowly getting to be a minus tens. So I
Yeah,
just do minus tens,
yeah, my
and
son.
yeah, and it's just interesting. Like Abacus actually breaks it down to a point where you, if you really think about it, you're only looking at 2 columns at any given time.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At
Any
least
two
that's
columns.
all I do nowadays.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
I had the one, yeah, that one teacher. We were doing 3-digit numbers, and I said, well, I had like I don't know, 285. I had 285, and I said, well, we got to take away the 2. We got to take away 200. We got to take 20. We got to take away the 2 here. And she's like, no, you don't take the 2 away. And I'm like, okay. They're just numbers.
What were you subtracting?
I
280
I
minus
was
what?
taking I was minusing 20, but the way I said
Minusing
it
20?
was I take away 20. So it was 285, take away 20. And the way I say it is like I take away the 2, I take away the 0, take away 2, take away 0. And she was offended when I said take away 2. It should have been take away 20. I'm like, well, if my abacus keeps track of my place values, I just need to keep track of my numbers.
Yeah.
So another,
So
so I would just say, well, another way of saying it is that yes, you can take away 20
yeah,
because you're in the tens place,
yes.
but I don't want to say it's a shortcut, but a shortcut is just say take away 2 because you're saying 2-0. You're still showing her that it's still 2-0 because you're
Yeah,
pointing to the 2 in the tens place, you're pointing to the 0 in the ones place.
yeah. But
So
she
maybe,
was offended.
oh,
Or
he
you
was
could really aggravate her and say you're taking away 2 tens.
210. 2 tens.
She was like, there is no first grade child that would understand that. I'm like,
What?
oh, I
Why?
don't I don't know. I don't know. She was just offended. So
Okay,
um
we'll move on.
yeah, but it was just interesting. But yeah, if you notice, it's only every two columns. And that's what I noticed. It's such a simple, the decimal system is so amazing. It's just so amazing.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's it. I mean, was there anything specific that you wanted to talk about?
No, because
Uh,
like I said, I had a rough week, so I didn't do anything abacus.
Okay.
So I got no questions this week.
Oh, I have a question, Alyssa. What is Abram on right now?
well, we're kind of like on the minus
On the
five,
minus fives?
five,
Okay.
and I want to kind of go to start on the
Tens?
plus tens
Okay.
is kind of where I would like to go because I'm still trying to complete unit. I think it's 21 and 22 because I've kind of skipped all those small -6, way in the back or at the very beginning. I've kind of skipped those and I've just jumped straight to the plus the 5 friends and minus the 5.
Okay, good. Yeah,
So
that's fine.
that's kind of where I am at. So what he asks me to do is okay, let's turn on Lynette. Um, so that's kind of where I am at right now with him.
So do you want tic-tac-toe for minus fives? Is that what we're asking?
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Oh
the
wait,
question.
yeah. Did
I
you
wasn't I wasn't sure which one you wanted, the plus fives or the minus fives.
let's see. Did you do tic-tac-toe with -5s in the -5 book?
I don't I don't know.
Let me
Don't
that's
remember.
there. No, there's
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, you do have some tic-tac-toes.
That's fine. I can give you more. I can give you more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just needed
When
to
she
know
gets
which one.
excited.
Yeah. I just needed to know which one to give you because I didn't want to give you like, plus and minus two, plus and minus two step if you're not there. You know what I mean? I just needed to know where you are. So you wanted the -5 and the +5, yeah?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Okay.
And
So
he-
so here's a question is, do you want a 5 by 5 or do you just want a 9 by 9?
Uh,
Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean by a 5 by 5?
you mean,
So
squares?
yeah, squares I'm sorry, 3 by 3 or a 5 by 5. I created one that was a 5 by 5.
Sure, because this could be something different. Because I think you have 3 by 3s in here.
Yeah, I only have 3 by 3s. I just started making the 5 by 5s with the 2 step.
Oh,
So do you
okay.
want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was trying to think of a different here we go. I was thinking of another activity.
He does love the hidden words.
Oh yeah? Okay, good. So
Yeah,
this one
those are
is
so good.
this one is a +6, but I can make it for I can make it for the 5. And this is you just have to mark 3 rows at three in a row. But then, X is here, Y is here, X and zeros. So it's whoever blocks whoever. I haven't.
Oh, I see. I see.
Or do you want me to just stay with the 3 by 3s?
No, let's try this. So another, instead of getting like 3 in a row, you got to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row.
You could get 5 in a row, or you can get 3 in a row. You can still try to get 3 in a row, but now we're racing to see who can get 3 in a row first, or how many you can get. So
Or
we
how
could
many
do,
3 in a rows you could get. Okay.
yeah,
Then
it could
what do
be
you do
that
with the
too.
other 2? What do you do with the other 2 though?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that was hold on. Let me,
That's the.
so if we did X, I'm going to make it a different color. We'll do this one. Nope. So we did, oops. If we did O here, and then your X would be blocking, and then you'd have an O here, then I can have my X over here, right? So you can't do 3 here. And then my O would be, I don't know, here, then maybe you have an X over here.
Mhm.
So you can't get 3 in a row because, somebody would be blocking, somebody would be making. So now if you look, I can do here, XX, and then I can do an O over here to block this X over here. So it's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it is it too complicated for him?
He likes doing it with someone else when
Of
he's
course.
doing tic-tac-toe.
Of course.
I tried maybe 1 or 2 of it, and then the other ones, it's very obvious you only. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, that'd be fine. It'd be okay to do that.
Okay. So let
Yeah.
me get that. I'll get that ready for you. I'll do the 5. I'll do 5 +5 -5.
Okay. Yeah,
And then
that'll work. And then, do you have let's see, you have hidden words here in the minus.
yeah,
Do you have a lot of different ones of the hidden words already curated up?
no, I have to make them.
Oh no. Okay.
That's fine.
That's
I'll just make
hard.
them. Yeah, I did the hidden word. Oh, you know what I started doing is I started doing hidden sentences.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
Hidden sentences.
that would be cool.
That would be cool. Let's see what that looks like.
so this is because this is the new book. This is my +2, my 2-step equation book.
Oh, right
And
here.
so
Oh.
yeah, this is the 2-step equation book. And so here, so you're seeing the answers, but this is the preview. So I have my hidden sentence. This is my sentence, and then you have to figure out what it is.
Okay, so how do you do, so,
Answer the question. So this would be 14. Put the word a bowl is over here. You find the answer 12. You put male over here. We have 11 is a. You put a over here.
oh, you have to put, okay.
15 is the word dolphin. You put dolphin where the 15 is. Does that make sense?
Oh, I like it.
It
Yeah,
does. I like that.
I
this
like
is
it.
it's easier to do the sentences than the words.
Yes, I would imagine it would be.
So you see 13. So 13 is would be right here, and then 10 is
Yeah.
called. 10 is right here.
Mhm.
Do you see that?
So
Yeah.
those lines, those
Which lines?
lines okay, so you have the 1, 7 minus the 3 and the 9. So those long lines, that's where you write the formula?
Yeah. Yeah. The idea here is to write the formula if there is a formula involved.
Oh, and the formula could be different. Okay,
Yeah.
so 1 plus 7 is 8, minus the 3,
It's just 5.
and just
Yeah.
5, and then plus the 9 is where you would end up having a formula.
Yes, exactly. So plus the 9 would be, but this is the 2-step.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So it'd be plus 9
Oh, because
is equal
8,
to plus 10 minus 1, right? And then if you want to, you can do it again, and it'd be minus 1 equals minus 5 plus 4.
oh. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So that's the idea.
Mhm.
I haven't completed my answer sheet, my answers yet, but that's the idea.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to leave more room to
You have to
write.
write really small.
Actually, it's
No, for
not
the
that.
words, once you put the words up in those little slots, you gotta write really small.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I could break up the sentence into 3 and 3, but I mean, yeah, I could do that. I could do
Or
like,
2 rows, like, you go and then you have to finish the rest on the, yeah,
yeah, like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I could do that. Um,
Or just make it a little bit longer with the bottle nose dolphins and then, you know.
no, 3 and 3. I think I was going to stick with 3 because I didn't. It was too crowded with 8 questions. So I think 6 questions with the abacus and the and writing the formula I think is just enough. So I just got to find more 3 and 6 word sentences,
Oh, 6-word sentences, okay.
or even grouping, right? I can just group it. So that's the thing I like about the hidden sentences is that I can group whatever I want in these, and it'll be easy to break it up. I just need to have 6 questions.
Yeah, aesthetic wise, it looks pretty nice like that, because then it looks like a sentence.
Yeah, yeah.
So, um,
But if you're really writing it out, you need more space, which makes sense.
yeah.
And then I have puzzles. This is
Mm.
what it looks like. So that's the puzzle.
Ooh.
Mhm.
More puzzles, and then I have color by number.
Oh, you did it look
Now
like
you
that?
know that's my favorite, one of my favorites.
Well, the answer is not going to be colored. The answer this was just for me to. So yeah,
Oh,
I have the,
Well, I
and
know
then
that.
yeah.
but it still looks cool. You know?
So yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't completed. I'm still in formatting stage. I have to do one more activity, and then I'll be done. I need one more activity. So I have my maze, and then I have the tic-tac-toe.
How
Well,
long does it take you to actually produce a book?
Say that again.
How long does it actually take you to produce a book? It sounds
It
like a
takes
lot of work.
it is. It takes about it takes about a few one, it takes a few weeks to understand, what I try to say. So I'm lucky that when I had my adult book, it took a while to get this format. And so then what I did with the adult book is I broke this out and make it a little bit more broader. So this one is only learning how to add the 9. So so this is what's very similar to the adult book. but I made it into a one pager instead of, I made one number a one page.
Oh, what was it before?
The adult book had 2 pages. No, the adult book was 2 pages.
That talked about +9?
Yeah. Where's my
So like what page?
um page 51.
So page 51. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting. Okay.
So if you, page
So you
51.
look at that in
So
comparison. Okay, go
yeah.
ahead.
So here is page 51. And what I did was I made it into one number, one page. The adult one was 2 numbers, 2 pages, two numbers, one page. See, it's a little bit more condensed in the adult one.
Oh, but then this is more, you can hyper focus just on that. I like
Yeah,
that.
this is
I like it.
because it's the kids version. Oh, sorry.
Ooh,
You
I
don't
like
see that. Sorry, hold on.
Now I see what you're talking about. You're doing 2 numbers per page.
Yeah.
Whereas you're doing one. I like the one number.
Well, yeah, because it's the kids one. So the kids one is there's more examples and there's more examples, and it's very focused. And you'll notice it's only one digit at a time. It's not necessarily 2 digits.
Oh.
Because the next book will be 2 digits. So there's a whole curriculum.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't want to confuse the kids. I didn't want to confuse the kids with too many digits.
Okay. Okay. So this would be the
And that
2
just
steps would be
might
the next
in the beginning.
book that I would get for Abram is this book.
Yeah, after the -10s, this would be the next book. Yes. And then after this book would be multiplication.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry, Tammy, what did you say?
I was agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, the answers are 2 digits, but the questions themselves is only, I try to stay with the one digit as much as possible.
Mhm.
Sometimes there's if I needed to make more questions, like this is a 2 digit, right? 15, 25, 35, but I try to stay at the lower end of the numbers. I didn't do high numbers like, 48, 53.
Mhm.
So yeah, and so it does take a while, and I appreciate your patience with the books.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not as far as Tammy is. I'm still
So
slow. I'm so slow right now. Uh,
you're not slow. You're going your pace.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't compare against me, darling.
Yeah, I know.
I have nothing but time. Okay.
Yeah.
You got little ones.
I do.
Yeah.
I got
And then you're also
You
teaching the
ain't
little one
got
as
enough.
well.
Yeah, and you ain't got enough time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
It-
much I don't have enough time. Yeah.
Exactly.
oh, how
So
is camping?
yeah.
How is camping?
Boy,
Well,
Melissa.
we brought the wrong tent.
Oh,
I wanted a
Oh.
smaller tent
yeah.
because just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And so what happened was it started to rain.
Oh,
And you
Oh.
have the fly over the tent that's supposed to protect you from the rain.
yes.
So we have our little, our air mattress in there, and we pull it away from the wall, because of condensation.
Right.
All of a sudden, I feel a drip on my
Uh,
face.
oh no.
It was dripping inside the tent.
Mm, that's
So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, do you guys go camping often?
not very much anymore because I have a lot of grown kids, and it's just It's just my husband and I and my little guy. So
Yeah.
no, we don't do camping that much, but it was not supposed to get any water inside the tent at all. So everybody's scrambling and getting us into to the pit house,
Yeah.
everybody was very thoughtful, because my pillow was wet. We're talking it was wet.
Ah.
Why is my
Oh,
pillow wet?
Oh.
That's
I
not that's not good.
yeah, if you go camping a little bit more, then you can get back into the skill of camping because it's a skill.
It is a skill, and I feel like I'm never ever completely prepared.
Yes, yes, but it does take time. It does take time to develop that skill.
Do you camp a lot?
Yeah, we do. We
Oh,
do.
you do?
my husband's son used to all the time when my son was in Scouts.
Yes.
Oh
It was
yeah.
almost like a every weekend thing.
Yeah. And I
And
actually don't do the preparing. I'm sorry. Go on, Tammy.
I was gonna say they used to do it almost every weekend until one weekend, which was Mother's Day weekend, they went camping. And then the next year they went to do it on Mother's Day weekend. I said, hold up. So after that, they didn't camp on Mother's Day weekend. But every other weekend, yes. So
Um, yeah. My husband is the one that does the planning, and I'm just along for the ride. Oh,
Oh,
that's what I
and then
gotta
she
do. I
takes
gotta do
us and then she takes us for the ride.
I gotta, you know what I'll do, Alyssa, is I'm gonna put the videos that I posted onto there's a community in the in the in the app that you're using. I'll put the videos there and then you could see the videos.
You'll love them. Oh, they were
okay. Say
awesome.
say this again. What are you gonna do?
There is a community inside the app, and I'll set it up.
Oh, what
Uh
app? What app is this?
if you go, you know how you go to learningwithlynette.com and you go
Yeah,
to the courses?
yeah.
Inside the courses, there's an actual thing called the community in
Huh?
the members area. And I didn't build it out. I didn't build it out because I didn't think I was going to use it, but I think I can start using it now.
But
Oh,
look for a tab or something that says community, and that's where she's going to put them for you.
Yeah. I'll give you a link. I got to set it up. I don't have it set up.
oh,
But wait for
Oh,
her, Lisa.
yeah. It's
okay.
been a while. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. So it's part of the, let's see.
Really?
Let's see if I can.
Can you just show it to me screen wise?
I didn't set it up, so
Oh, you
I don't
said,
have
oh,
anything. Yeah,
okay.
I just realized right now that I should set it up so I can put, the whatever videos that I have, I could show it to you there. So you don't have to have you don't have to go to social media.
Oh, yeah.
You
So
know what I mean?
you're saying like the videos that we're doing right here?
Not no no well, I could put the videos that we're doing here, or I could put the link up. But I'm talking about when I post my social media videos, like I take people on I take I take
Oh,
video of when I go camping and I put it on social media so I can get more.
that's be cool. Yeah. That,
Yeah.
I see.
So
Okay. It's
They're
not
great.
necessarily. Oh, so it doesn't necessarily have to do with math. It just, okay, that'd be cool.
It does. It
at the
does.
end, yeah, at the end, I just count briefly. I
It don't
just, yeah,
matter. It just still goes with Abacus.
Oh,
She
so
can't
it's really
help
cute.
herself, Alyssa.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I'll get it
Just
ready.
wait for her.
Yeah. It just takes time for me to make it all. And then, yeah. And and that's what it is. I'm building. I don't know how people do it, but yeah, like between
Either I say a little prayer for you.
so and just so you know, people are getting interested in becoming part of the member, and so we might actually have a few more people to join us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So and we're gonna start from the beginning again because they don't know, and then we'll slowly start going through again.
I got a notebook. I can still write everything down.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. We can
Okay.
start from the beginning.
So, but
All
uh,
right.
I'm
but it
good.
but that's the idea, is to build a community. So whether or not they want to teach or I can teach, they will still have access to the online videos that you have as well.
Mhm.
But because you've been a part of this membership and Tammy's been part of the membership, I feel more comfortable saying to build a community. And as the parents or whoever has questions, we can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
then they can ask questions.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Exactly. And it's
But
not
And
necessarily just for parents, it's for anybody who is interested in deep diving abacus. And I want to thank you, Alyssa, for helping me find my way.
oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. It's been such a wonderful journey. I love it. So,
Thank you. I do appreciate it. Cause yeah, I was like trying to figure out, and I was like, who's gonna want to? It goes back to like, who's gonna want to do this? And so when you started asking questions on YouTube, I'm like, you know what? I can't wait for the delays. It's too much. And so it's like, okay, I'm gonna, open up the Zoom room, but the Zoom will only be for for the people that are part of the membership.
okay.
Yeah.
Makes
It's not gonna be random people. Cause because that's what I get on TikTok. And for TikTok, if they're really serious about it, it'll be the people that are part of the membership.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's been
Yeah.
great.
Oh, and and I think it's wonderful.
Thank you, Tammy.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
and
just
like I said, I have no problem starting from the beginning.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's it just amazes me on the like so there's a few people that have put reviews on my books, and they were opening up and being vulnerable and letting me know, and it's just amazing. I'll put it up in the my my website. There's this one person, I don't know if you know Jen, Tammy. I don't know if you know Jen, but she says that she has a ailing mother and she wants to slow down her mother's dementia, and she's using my books to help that.
Oh,
Oh,
wonderful.
that's
I just
Yeah.
great.
wish mine wasn't so stubborn. Mine won't shoot. Nope.
Yeah.
And then turns around and walks the other way.
Even with the mazes. Okay.
Yeah. So I just keep going. And one of these days she'll get curious. It just
Do
takes,
you
it's got to be her idea.
do you want a one digit maze?
I think that would be nice, but I don't know that I want you to go through all that trouble because I don't know when she's going to want to get curious.
I have one digit mazes.
You've already got so much going on.
Mhm.
I have the one digit maze in the first grade book.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Well, then you publish that first grade book. I will purchase the first grade book.
It's already there.
I will go on Amazon and purchase it. Matter of fact, let me get on here now.
Let me show you what it looks like.
Oh, cute.
It's the sloth one.
I like the sloth.
So I'll show you the inside. Um,
Here, I got this one.
yeah. So it's this one right here. First grade book.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
that's not bad at all.
So
Price
in
wise.
Oh yeah, I tried it because I try to make them all the same pages and stuff. I felt that the adult one was a little bit more oomph, so it's a little bit more expensive.
mhm.
But this is what it would look like on the inside. But yeah, I it's not for Avram. He's already past that. I There would be no point. Why
Yeah.
am I here? Um,
Okay, I got it coming Saturday.
oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that was quick.
Yeah.
Told you. And I
Oh
had
no.
$6 discount, so it only cost me $6.
Oh, good. Oh, good. So this is what's inside it. and we it's the same process. We talk about how
Yeah,
to use the abacus, and then we just, this is zero, find the
yeah,
number zero, and then this is a maze, look for the number zero, and then we have some word problems, and then
yeah.
there's another maze. When I'm talking about
Okay,
the mazes for your mom, it's further in, like page 26, where they have the mazes,
okay.
Mhm.
right? But it might be maybe her pace.
Well,
Not so.
if I can get her to be curious, then I'll have the book sitting here.
Yeah.
Probably she can
So
And
just
if
come through it.
yeah.
and then if she wants to go up further, then I'll reorder the other books.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I think if she just saw this zero, and she just needs to trace, and
Yeah,
then she would
and
have to find the number.
as she gets further into the condition, then we may go into that just as an
Oh,
activity for her to do
okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
because
And
I'll have
so,
them.
yep. And then this is where the, yeah, the formula, not the
Yeah,
there's no formulas here. This is all
I
just
had to
simple.
move them.
Yep, this is
Have
just
to
how to
move
move
them.
them. And then here's the picture.
Yep.
I didn't do too
So
many.
that's another activity.
Yeah, and then there's the hit, which one is the verb?
Oh, yes.
And then that's about it. That's what I got.
Cool.
So
So
it's
that's
54 pages?
No, it's 108. 104 pages.
Oh, okay.
see that $12 is not a bad price for that amount of pages.
Yeah, because I had to break it up into two different documents. So this one was a cool one where you make a picture out of this. There's a picture right here.
Oh, that's the first grade book?
Oh,
Yeah, this is the first grade book. And
Okay.
so there's another picture over here as well. And I tell you, these are the numbers. Um and then this one was kind of cool. Again, this one was just looking at the numbers, and then you have to figure out what the answer is. So draw a line that connects from 28, 5, and 22. And so you draw a line, and then you try to figure out what the picture is.
Hmm.
I like this. Yeah.
cool. Lord knowing me, I'm liable to get in there and try to do it myself.
So
But the
here,
intention is to have it in case she finally gets curious.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
yes.
this is the answer. And then one of them's the umbrella. This
Yeah,
one is a train. We did this in the TikTok live. And then there was a
cool.
zero or a circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, but yeah, I think Avram would be bored with this. That's why I wouldn't push it.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean the numbers get a little big, but it's still really easy for him.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, because that
um,
that that doesn't look like it has a formula on it.
no, first
No.
this book is no formulas.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
what I noticed. So
but yeah, so so the two-step one is actually going to be book 16.
Okay, so when it comes out, I'll be getting it. So tell
Yeah.
Jeff, yes, I did buy the first grade book.
book
I will
16.
let him know.
Book 16. How many books do you have out?
15 right now.
Oh, 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. There's only two I don't have.
Oh, like would you recommend getting the Christmas one? Or is that gonna be too easy for Abram?
That's too easy. Those two, the Christmas one and the Halloween one, is too easy
Oh, okay, okay.
because they're
There's the
just
only
they're
two
just
I. And those the only two I don't have.
yeah, because those are just recognizing the beats, and that's like the very beginning when I was trying to encourage abacus users.
I see.
Yeah, so those are the two. Where's my workbooks? Yeah, so here is So like, I wouldn't tell you to get the preschool one. You started with this, which is great, but then you didn't, I didn't want you to get stuck. So that's why we go into like the fives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
started with preschool because I knew nothing.
Right, right. No, but Alyssa was just stuck on how to add the 5 or how to add the 6. I'm like, no, 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 keep going
Yeah.
forward.
Yep.
And so there's the +5, the -5, which you have, and then the +10, -10. And then right here will be the 2-step and then the 3-step, 2-step plus and the 2-step minus. And then after that will be the multiplication.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I take that back. There's 3 I don't have.
Okay.
Oh,
Then
the
you
coloring
have the
book?
extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I was going to do is I was going to create the mazes for +5, -5, +10, -10.
And
Oh,
I'll be getting that one.
oh, you haven't you created that already though?
I created a
No, not
prototype.
yet.
I created a prototype, but I didn't like it. So I wanted to, because the books have it, the books have mazes, but I want a whole book of mazes.
Oh, a whole
There's
book.
just going to be a whole book of mazes, just like these are just all mazes. This is the 2-digit, 3-digit, and then the 4-digit.
Okay.
And so there's going to be like a +5, -5, +10, -10, and then there'll be the 2-step.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way,
Mm.
that little problem you wrote up when we first started this session, the 177 divided by 3,
Yeah.
I actually did it on my abacus without any paperwork.
Oh, good.
Though I knew what the answer was before I started, but that wasn't the point.
Yeah, right, right.
So the little problems I can do. So I'm working toward it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so here are, so let me, I was, yeah, so here's a little, what do you call it? A preview. It's a preview of what I've
Yes.
been working on. I started, oh, that was the other thing. So I almost have the sequential book done as well. And I really like it. I do like it.
What's sequential mean?
Putting it into in sequence order, so adding in sequence order.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this is what it's going to look like. In the beginning, right? I always have the title book, and then we start talking about, how to add, how to subtract. I put in a whole like review: +5, -5, +10, -10. And then we do the 2-step. This is the cumulative property. This is the workflow. And then we go into the 2-step equations. Again, this is a review. And then we go into the beginning. So this is the beginner
Okay.
part. The beginner has all of the answers, and I show you this is what I'm expecting for the formula. And it goes into adding the 5 sequentially. I'm sorry, adding to 100 and then descending, adding. So you add the 100, add the 99, and so forth. In the top, it says, what's the previous total? And then you go all the way to 50-50, right? And so then you do
Cool.
adding, you do it again for subtraction, -100 from 50-50, and you keep going. So again, there's a previous total. So from here, 40-95, then you put it here, 40-95. So you do a little bit of, and then you write the formula.
Class lasts 2 hours.
Yeah, we're almost done, Abram. So then we have,
I need to know when this one comes out too.
okay, it should come out this week, but I'll let you know. And then then there's the intermediate. The intermediate means I removed all of the answers and I have only one to keep you grounded.
Oh,
And we do it again.
Yes, please.
We do it again. So this is the intermediate, is subtraction from 1 from 50-50. And then there's the advanced, which is there's no answers at all,
None.
and you got to figure it out.
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah.
which book I'm getting.
And so, and then what took the
Yes.
time? what took a lot of time was actually the making the answers. So, and that's what that, and this is what the answers would look like. And it goes for each
Yeah.
one of them.
Wow.
So let me know if there's a typo.
You know I will. You know I will.
So yeah, so these are the answers. And the book is just about formatted. I think I'm done. I just got to create a cover page for it. And I'm
Yeah.
going to keep it, and I'm going to keep it like this. I was going to condense this because I think this was too verbose because I already do the writing over here. So I'm going to just break this down, make it one page, and then have my back page will be the thank you, and then I'm done. Or I put
Okay.
the book for, what is the next, what books I have, because I have that how many books I've done. So this is 16 and 17 is what you're looking at. 16 is the two-step book, and then the 17 is the sequential book.
So you're saying
Cool.
the sequential book, it's gonna have so the easy, no, where it's all written out for you, and then it'll go medium, and then it'll go hard. Is that all in the same book?
Yes, that's all the same book.
Oh,
That's
so you get to decide whether you're ready for it or not, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And and you guys helped me with that one.
Okay.
Because I did it because I was thinking I was going to do one book at a time, but then I'm like, so then I asked my kids to help me figure out and organized it. So the spacing I had to, because I really wanted to squeeze it into 108 pages. So this book is 108 pages.
Okay.
It'd still be $11.99.
Okay.
Yeah.
I,
You got a
I'm
lot of
telling you,
practice. You got a lot
Yeah.
of practice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Does
So
that mean you become a master after that?
n- not even close.
no, no, because there's still more to adding and subtracting. This is like
Extra book.
an extra book, like extra practice and so forth. I mean, the bigger, when you get to bigger numbers, like 4-digit, 5-digit numbers, right? 1,000 plus 3,000 kind of a thing. Then it becomes more interesting because then you have to do multi-step.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the beginning part of the multi-step.
Well, the Miss Abacus, she always mentioned that that's a very good skill set to have.
What's that?
What you're doing.
Oh,
She's done the same thing where where you, except she was doing it so fast, 1 plus 1, she did it all on the abacus all the way up to 100 and went back in her video.
oh, really?
She did.
I
You
didn't
can't.
see that
See
one.
that, but see that's a problem. If as a teacher, you've got to realize you got to slow down. Not because you've done it for so long. It's naturally to do it that fast. Those of us that have never done it have no clue what you just did.
Yeah.
Well, watching her do it, she's doing it slow, but what you have is a book written out in how to do it. Hers is
Yes.
just a video of it, so you kind of expanded on that, but the concept of her saying that that's a very good fundamental skill to have. That's what you're doing that on paper for us to
Yes.
practice. And so you just did an extension of what she was
Yes.
doing. And that's cool. So it's a fundamental practice to do.
Yes. This was one of the warm-ups is what they call it.
Warm up.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
with you
called
on that, Alyssa. It's a warm up. Oh my
that's,
God.
Yeah.
that's a warm up.
But
Well, but
I'll be looking this week coming to see if it's popped up, and then I'll be ordering it.
I'll send you, I'll send you a message. But see, the thing is I also took it a step further. I did ascending, descending, subtraction, ascending, and subtraction, descending. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to. Mm.
That
I
means
don't
I
think,
got to finish my adult book.
no, you don't have to. You can do it at the same time.
Okay, hold
Okay.
on. Let me get it.
Well, I've been going slow on that book, trying to hold out till I had something else to work on.
Well, because that's was the thing is like I wanted to really make sure that I I answered your questions. You know what I mean? Like, what would be the next thing? What would be the next thing? And then just have it ready for you. And so that's why I asked Alyssa, like, I can make a whole book of tic-tac-toe for the plus fives. I'll make a whole book for the, the minus fives. I can do all of that and then just publish the book out.
Let me
'Cause-
see what she did. Okay, so
Oh yeah, can you send in the chat? Can you
yeah, you want me to send to you, or you want me to send to her link, or yeah.
yeah,
So
send her the link. The
Okay.
one that you're looking at.
oh, here, let me.
I got the chat up.
Okay.
Oh no, no, no. Oh yeah.
No, no. Oh,
Oh,
I can't read that.
Can I read it?
okay. Yeah, okay.
So it's
Which
kind of similar.
one, two, three.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
interesting. Okay.
Then there's
Bring my
this.
glasses down. I can read it.
Yeah, there's 1 to 100. Oh, I see. But is this is this her printout? Or
Yeah,
did you do that?
no,
Oh,
that was her printout.
oh, what was the video?
Let me see if I can find it. It was Miss Abacus on YouTube.
Yeah,
And I went to.
yeah, I couldn't find the video.
Oh, you couldn't
That
find
was what, no, because yeah, I didn't bother to like, yeah.
Yeah, I can look for that and then I can send it to you.
Okay, that'd be great.
Because she has
Oh, but she doesn't make room for writing the formula.
no, like she has
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
you've seen that one, and then
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yep, I've seen those ones. And I
Okay,
felt those are very common abacus question types. That's
okay.
why I feel like mine's
Never seen
different.
her. Okay.
Yeah.
I found her. I've never seen her before.
Oh,
Yeah, she's really good too. But Lynette does a little bit, she expands past that. She talks about the history of the abacus. And then she kind of has you do these little problems,
yeah.
and she talks about the no formula and then a formula, but you've turned yours into books, and you explain so much more. And the other thing, I mean, she does do the in some of her formula. She does have, what else does she have? Oh goodness. It was a sheet of paper where she kind of talks about her formula, and she does
Yes.
talk about the minus the
Big
five.
big family, big friends, little friends.
Yeah, she talks about that.
Hmm.
So, um, but once again, yours is different.
Yes. Yes.
So, and I like that. I like that. But yeah, she talks about. I know. Here it is. Hold on.
Just like everybody learns differently, people can
Yeah.
teach differently.
Oh
She
yeah, for
has
sure.
she has this, where she.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were taught. That's how I was taught.
That's how you were taught.
Mhm.
Okay.
We were taught to memorize. There was no understanding why we're doing it.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
prefer to know why and not
Mhm.
remember.
Mhm.
Memorizing is what's got me in the situation I'm in now because I don't know nothing anymore.
But but that's the difference between teaching kids and teaching adults though, because the adults are at the point where like we need to know why. Whereas the kids
Yes,
are like,
You're teaching the wise, and
yeah.
that's what's different. And then plus, your books are very, very creative.
yes.
They're very creative, and you get to do different things, you know, like the hidden word, the tic-tac-toe, the color by number. It's
Yeah,
whereas you just have straight
questions.
questions that you have to do. And so that's what makes it unique. And then the way that you've explained the why. So, you know, I started with her and
Yeah,
I still have her stuff to, you know, like if I, because Abram has done some problems, you know, I think
nice.
one page, it was basically the one that didn't have any formulas. So he
Okay.
has done a page in there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I know when my kids were doing abacus, it was like pulling teeth because it wasn't entertaining or engaging at all. We just had a bunch of questions. And so um now my kids are older, I have more time to be more creative.
And do they like your books?
They like it, but they don't care for it because they already know the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're reaching out to a community of people that are not familiar with this. And so
Correct.
going through what motivated you to do it totally differently after you've taught your sons?
Um, the way it started, I've always been interested of creating worksheets. But I didn't know, or I didn't have an outlet, or I didn't have the time because my kids were young at the time, and I have three boys and they're all young at the time. So there was not enough time for me to sit and create. So it was hard to, because it does take a long time to create these books. And now since the kids are older, I have more time, and if I don't do it, then I just bother them and they don't like that. So to
Well,
keep myself busy, I create workbooks, and I create, and the other thing is reaching out to you, to Tammy, to the TikTok community, to whoever comes into online, right? Because that was the thing, is my most of my experience of teaching has been in person. And so when my brother and I split, he has the brick and mortar, and I have online. So my reach is a little bit different to a different set of people. The people that come to the brick and mortar, to the school itself, to the learning center, they already know something of the abacus and they're already interested in it. They have it as part of their, it's part of the culture. They've seen it, you know, from a friend or whatever. Whereas the people that I'm reaching have not even a clue what an abacus is.
Right.
So that's the so I'm taking it like all the way back. And then the other thing is, when we were taught, we were told only take in kids that are 5 years old, 6 years. They already know their numbers. And I was looking at some other teachers, like kindergarten teachers, and their activities. And so I'm like, I can teach, you know, abacus to kids younger at, you know, ages 3, 3.5. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to get to, you know, get to them younger. But now I realize that I can actually introduce it at any grade. But the way abacus is built right now, there's only one grade, 1 point. But the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to actually have, you can introduce abacus at grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. I just got to create those questions. So that's why with Tammy, you have the grade 1 book. Grade 2, I still, Alyssa, would not introduce, you're already on the path of introducing uh introducing abacus to Abram, this path. So stay with this path. With the new books that I create would be new beginning points to get the kids into abacus. So in second grade, it's 2 digits, but it would still be simple, right? It'd still be, you know, add the 5 minus the 5. It would just be more numbers.
mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, when after the multiplication, then the next book for Avram would be like multiple numbers, but it would be more condensed. So you know, he would already know that adding the 5 plus the 5 plus the 10 minus the 10. So then the second book would be like a 3 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit all together, and it would be different levels, different lines. So it'd be like so you start off with 2 lines, but then I go 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines. Maybe I go to 7 lines. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
So would you be doing addition and subtraction in one book?
It would be addition, subtraction in one book, and then it would start leading into addition, subtraction, multiplying, and dividing in the next book.
Oh, wow.
So there's a whole curriculum, and then it would be a little bit of everything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, cause see, right now, it's a slow-mo, but
It is. It will take time, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up so I have it ready for him. So when he's ready, it will be there for him instead of waiting for me.
yeah, right now we're doing third grade, but I'm still doing it pretty slow. The one part that I am trying to do though is doing the multiplication part
Okay.
and being able to memorize the multiplication facts.
Okay.
So maybe I don't know, because I know teacher to teacher has that one example of the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And I have these cubes where you can actually create 3x3, 4x5,
Oh yeah.
multiplication and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So doing that and making sure that I know he hasn't done two digit. Well, he kind of has. It's all been based on 10. Whenever he's adding, if it's 54 plus 20 plus 30, he knows how
Yeah.
to do that. But I'm trying to get him to do a little bit more on the abacus, but he knows how to do that. But if you go 34 plus 67,
Yeah.
no. He hasn't even done that in regular math and regrouping and stuff like that. So, whereas
That's
kind of,
fine.
yeah.
I would, if you want to stay with the abacus, just make him memorize the 9 times 9 tables.
9 times 9?
Yeah, all the way to 9 times 9. So 0 times 0,
Oh,
0 times 1.
yes, like
Only
that.
only go up to 9 times 9, because anything after that, we do distributive property, and you could do that on the abacus. I
Okay.
wouldn't push him to do 2-digit on the abacus for multiplying,
No,
because
not
he has to,
multiple. Yeah.
yeah.
But for adding and subtracting, he's kind of sort of there, but not quite.
Okay. Okay.
I can go at his pace and stuff, but we've had some things. I was gone camping for 3 days, trying not to be drenched in my tent.
Yeah.
It's kind of, that's kind of how that goes. So, but yeah, my goal, I don't want to push him too far, but I want him to be able to get a feel. And he was doing it a little bit of
Yeah.
doing the adding, besides just 7 plus 6.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do 2-digit adding
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
2-digit subtracting. I want him to still do that and not be afraid to subtract.
Yeah. Yeah. When you get to the plus 10s, that will happen naturally.
Oh,
To
it
the plus
will.
10 book. Yeah, it will happen naturally.
Okay. Because I think I have you have the
Yes.
-10 book out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Minus
Okay,
10. You
good.
have,
I have
yeah.
it. I think I got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we'll just keep on doing that. We'll just keep on going and
Yeah.
plugging along. So,
Yeah. Yeah. You have the plus 10 and the minus 10. And yeah, that's already out. And that does the 2 digits, because you have to do 2 digits with that one.
yeah, you do, because the
Yeah.
number has to be more than, yeah,
More than 10.
it's the only way you can subtract. So,
You can try, you can have him, you can have him try do a couple of questions in the plus 10 book. You don't
okay.
have to go in order. I mean, I try to go in order for you, but if you think that he, see how they are.
I think he's ready because there were a couple times, like I said, when he was doing the, what is it? Minus the 9 is minus the 10 plus 1. He automatically
Yes.
knew what to do on that. So,
Yes. Yes. I think he'll gravitate to some numbers. And when you start gravitating, because you see the pattern, like the 9 is easy, the 5 is easy, the
Mhm.
4 actually becomes easy as well. But have him go through it, and he'll start gravitating to some numbers.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, I wouldn't stay stuck at -5. I would, if he's interested, carry it on. Because the biggest thing is understanding the concept. You got to take away in order to add, or you need to add in order to take away. So you get that concept, then it doesn't really matter which one you're doing.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
The biggest concept is balancing the equation.
yes, yep, yep.
Yeah,
Balancing the equation.
yeah. If he gets that concept of balancing the equation, don't get stuck.
Move on. Or and
Yeah,
I can alternate between all the books right now.
exactly.
Okay, I think
Exactly.
I'll start doing, because I just very, very barely started on the -5. And what I need to do is just kind of write out a lesson plan.
Yes.
And that way, okay, this you'll do this page and then you'll do this page. But I do want him to do abacus every day.
Nice.
I feel that he needs to do that, even though he may not want to do abacus with the right start math all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
You
so,
know, you know why? It's because the questions are not curated for what he has learned on the abacus. That's why.
oh,
Once you get past the -10s, then you can really dive deep into the right start, and he can do it all.
and he could do it. Okay. Okay, so you say don't force it?
I wouldn't force the right start until he's done with the -10s.
Okay, and then after that, you can encourage him to use his abacus
Yes, because
with the math with confidence. Okay.
yes, exactly. With all the Beast Academy, with all of the right start and all this and that.
Mhm.
Because then he already has a foundation on the abacus that it doesn't matter what the numbers are.
Okay. Would you ever create I know not a lot of people like this, but would you ever create a book on story problems?
Yeah, yeah, I would. It would be part of my thing. Yeah. It
Okay.
would be I would have to figure out what am I trying to teach? Am I following a path of, plus the 5? Because the problem with the the story problems or the story questions, the issue on that is I would be teaching abacus as well as the story.
Okay.
So it would be something I'd have to think about. And it takes a little bit more on that.
Or where you just put, no, probably the way you're doing it, where you put a little bit of story problems here in the book, 1 or 2 pages along in your curriculum is probably all you need to do. I wouldn't do a separate book.
Okay. Okay.
I would just
Yeah.
put a little bit in your curriculums.
Yes, in the books, yeah. I've been
Yeah.
I was trying to add more English and English reading. And so one of them was the word problems. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for the reminder, because I got to put that into the 2-step equation. I was like stuck. I'm like, there's one more thing I needed to add.
Oh, so adding a couple of story problems in there then is what
I'm
you're
going to add about 10 pages of story problems.
really?
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
I have a template of what I want to do. So it'd always be a maze, a tic-tac-toe, some sort of color by number, some sort of puzzles, and sentences. And then after that would be the word problems, like the hidden sentences or the word ladder, something like English based.
okay, okay,
So
okay. Would it be speckled throughout the book, or is it going to be towards the end?
no, it would be, there would be the lesson in the beginning, and then everything else would be interchanged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder. I was just like, oh, that's what I'm missing.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And so I think that will be ready in a couple of days. And then I got to get my book, got to get the cover, and I'll get it published out.
Oh, so you're saying basically your 2-step formula book is going to be ready and your sequencing book is going to be ready?
Yes, that will be ready. The hope was last week, but I was kind of stuck. But
Mhm.
this week it's already this is Thursday. So if I sit down and just kind of get all the questions, it'll be ready this
Okay.
weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and
Well, I
then
think-
next week I'll start on the minus two-step equations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it getting easier because you have a system?
Now it is. Yes.
Okay.
And now you'll also see that the teaching is obviously the teaching is better. And then there's not as many typos.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, there's more of a format now. So I know like those are the things I would have. Those are part of my books now because a lot of people like the mazes.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
yeah, right. And then a lot of people like the tic-tac-toe, and I was like, okay, because I was trying to make new games, but it was a little complex. It was a little difficult for people to understand what I was trying to say. So I think I'm just going to go back to
What you have
so,
already.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
system
Yeah,
that you
but
have
she's
already.
learned how to do them now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
Cool. Oh, exciting. I need to follow through on my order. It's you had put one out. I'm gonna probably do it in probably another week or two. We've had hiccups with some car troubles, and so yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. It's there whenever you're ready. You don't need to get it now. You don't even need to if you don't even want to. You know what I mean? It's
Hey,
there for you.
Good.
my kids grew up and went away. I got a raise.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have little ones, so you are still
Yeah.
cash strapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do
And
it when you can.
Yeah.
yeah. And I understand the situation. That's why it's just like I appreciate that you're still with the membership and I appreciate that you're still here. And so I understand and I try to um help as much as I can.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a lot. So, and like you said, that you're one person,
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
an awesome person too. So
Yeah.
you can only do so much. You can only do so much, and
yeah, I'm just impressed beyond belief because of everything that you do. And I don't even want to know what you do that I don't know that you do. I'm just I'm floored with the things that I know.
Yeah. So my youngest one is in grade 7 and I actually sit
Uh-huh.
with him 2-3 hours a night going through his homework, reading and making sure that he's squared away. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that I'm trying to get the business off the ground and I appreciate the people that support me
Mhm.
so I can try to focus on my son. But obviously, I also need to try to get more reach. So that's why I do the whole TikTok stuff and I do the YouTube and I do the social media.
And that's
So
why every time it comes up, I like it and I send it out
thank you so
so
much.
that
Thank
it
you so
goes.
much.
I
Because
don't have
apparently I
that.
didn't realize that's what it does. That every time I hit a like or I do something, it sends it out. And
Yeah,
my niece worked for a type of company that every time she would post something with a company and I'd hit it, it would move it up. And she
yeah,
was
yeah,
telling me, keep doing that. And I'm like, what am I doing? And so she had
yeah.
to explain it to me. And I went, oh, I can do that.
Yep,
So
yep.
so when I came across you, then I'm like, okay, let's do this. So
Thank
Oh,
everything
you.
I
so,
was doing for her, that's what I started doing for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
so how I can help is by liking those shorts and,
Yes.
and doing that. Okay,
Yeah,
And,
if
and if you
algorithm. Okay, I'll do that.
oh yeah,
put a little comment, uh, share it, anything you can do,
anything you
do
would
it.
like. Anything you would
Yes,
like. I don't push, but I do appreciate.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't always comment.
Thank
If
you.
I
Yes.
have a wild hair, I will comment.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting. From TikTok, some people from TikTok has found me on YouTube, and then they're starting to see this, and so it's starting to, it's starting to, spark interest for other people to be part of the membership, part of the community. And so that's where it's like, maybe now it's time to be like, oh, and then Tammy reminded me I have all these social media posts about my vacation. I can put it on to the community and then have you watch,
Yeah,
Alyssa.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
others will get into it. So I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I just love it. I love it.
yeah. So
Especially when she started reading the signs. That was great.
thank you. Thank you. That was it was an interesting thing. And yeah, I can put I was gonna put it on YouTube as well. So it's up to you if you want to see it in the
Hmm.
community or you watch it on YouTube. I wasn't sure where you would so you're on YouTube, right, Alyssa?
I watch YouTube, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant. You would watch it on YouTube as opposed to like Facebook or TikTok.
No.
And don't matter what platform I'm on, if it's on, I watch it and I hit like to keep pushing it up.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
when I'm in the your online class and you're putting in the community, that has no effect of the YouTube or anything. That's just
correct. Correct. It would just be within our community. So
okay.
I either have to put it on YouTube. I just got to find my videos and put it on YouTube. What I've been doing is I've been putting all of our talks as a short. So, but
Mhm.
it's just trying to
Something
find all
I
those pictures.
love. I think it's great because I never know who's going to be talking with you till
Yeah.
I hit it, and then I'm like, okay, like.
So it's just an interesting like nobody's told me that being a business owner, an entrepreneur would be this. It's not difficult. It's time consuming. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the people that I interact with. It's the greatest. It's a great feeling knowing that I'm changing people's trajectory of math. Um,
Mhm.
just I'm just buying my time to make it more profitable. And so that's why the books are trying to go through. That's why I try to promote the membership and so forth. So
Well,
Well, it'd be cool if you can
I
get it.
tried it I tried it for a very short, I mean, very short time, and I was not that person.
yeah, yeah. What were you
Yeah.
saying, Alyssa?
I think it'd be cool if you got it into a curriculum where schools are actually they get a license and they can just buy your books for their class.
Yeah, I'm in talks with some people about bringing it into their curriculum, but the not issue, but the one caveat is their curriculum would be for the special ed. So maybe that would be the foot in to show it as a special ed and then expand it there. There was another person that came up to me that said that they want to bring in my books as Braille. So there's a
Oh yeah.
reach.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, there's a reach. I'm reaching. I just gotta figure out how to curate it and focus more on it. And so the all of this is helping, just so you know. All of this is helping to like get my brain wrap around because I know it takes time. I don't want to jump into something that I'm just like not ready for. So I know doing this is very helpful, and I know doing this helps me practice to solidify what I'm trying to do and trying to teach and how it works forward.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah, you're
You're
so
welcome.
thank you.
So
Okay.
we will see you next week, and hopefully soon we'll be having more members.
Yep.
Yeah, next week. Before I mention, there was no, not next week. Next week I have a doctor's appointment. So can we make it earlier?
Okay.
Oh, next week?
Yeah,
Okay.
next Thursday, can we make it earlier?
Yes.
About so an hour early would be better.
Yes, that'll be fine because I don't
Yeah,
have
because that's just 11 o'clock for me.
Okay.
That's no
Okay,
big
great.
deal.
yeah.
Okay, great. So I'll make it 11 o'clock and then I gotta get better at sending out my emails. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate all the talks
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
and the
most definitely.
conversation.
okay.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't do anything Abacus this week because I just wasn't in it, so I didn't have any questions. I should be okay this week, so
Well, this week we'll be looking out for the books, and I'm gonna really get it out. So
yes.
thank you, Alyssa. Thank you,
Thank
Tammy.
you.